Happy Tuesday. I hope your week is off to a great start. Another Build the Optimus Prime episode is coming at you right now. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me today. So we are working away on our Optimus Prime build. So the last two episodes, we've been working on the right shoulder and the right hand. Today, we're going to be putting it all together by building the lower right arm and then connecting those three pieces together to complete our right arm. And we're continuing on the Lego side, building up those legs. So let's get into the build video and we'll talk about it after.
Autobots, roll out!
Okay, so just to do a little quick recap of where we're at here. So in 2 episodes ago, we did the right shoulder. And then last episode, we did the right hand. And so today, we are going to build the lower right arm. And at the end of this episode, we will have a completed arm. Completed right arm. We've already done the left. So let's get into it. Alright, the first 2 pieces we need are these pieces here, and we just want to put these together like so, and that's going to go, those are going to go together with our PB 2.3x6, which will be our favorite screw for this episode. If you recall the left arm, we used a lot of these. Okay. Next, we need this little rubber gasket here. For the left arm, the ring that they included in the parts tray, they said to not use it, that there would be a separate bag with a new part, which I did not get, so I had to contact Agora, and they sent me a new one right away. But for the right arm, no such notice. So the one that's included in the tray is just fine. So maybe since that was part pack 4 and this is part pack 5, between those 2 manufacturing processes, they got it right on pack 5. Let's see. Now we need this piece. And this is going to sit in here just like so. And again, our favorite PB 2.3x6 screws. Alright, and that is the 4th one. So next, we will bring over our right shoulder that we completed 2 episodes ago. And we are going to need, let me check my parts list here. Alright, so basically what I do, because remember, we don't have magazines for this build, so I have the instructions on my iPad. However, the parts, so in this part pack, you have to scroll all the way back up to the top to find to get the parts inventory, so you can pick part TR532, TR533, and TR538. So instead of doing all that scrolling, what I do is I also bring up the manual on my phone, and then I can use my phone to look at the inventory of the parts and pick my parts there. So just a little tip for you. Okay, so let's see what we need to do here. We need to take this piece, and this piece goes right there like so. So this is going to be going in with our PB 2.3x6, so I'm just going to get those out and ready so far. Alright, so basically the way this is going to work, this is going to sandwich. So we want to match these up. So it is like so. Alright, now we got that secured in there. I'm going to go in with my second screw. Alright, so that is in. So now we want this piece, and we want this to go just like so. And then we will screw those in again with 2 more of our PB 2.3x6. Set that aside really quick. And there is 2. And then we need this piece, and they are not saying to glue it, so, and that just presses in like so. Now we are taking this piece, and this literally just, yeah, you know what, I am going to glue this. I don't think we had to in the last one, but for some reason in this one it is a little stubborn. Alright, and then again we're putting this piece on, and again it's not asking for glue. Yep, and that one goes in just perfectly like so. So now we need tray 3, and we need this bottom piece and this piece. So I just want to give this a little time to set here, which I think it has. Alright, so what we are going to do, this piece is going to go in here. So we have these little notches here. That's going to go here and here. So we're just going to sandwich this together, right? And this big hole here is going to line up here, so this is going to line up like that. And I want to get everything ready first. So this one we're going in with our, let's see, our lock washers and our nuts. Now we're going to take this piece, and it is going to go in just like so. So that is perfect. So let me grab this and a lock washer, and then our nut is going to go in on that side. Lock, and I'm just going to put my finger there until that catches. Okay, so that side is in, so now I want to get this other side started before I get too far. Perfect, and then let me just tighten up this side. Alright, and then now we do the opposite. So for these 2 lower ones, the nut went in on this side, and for this one, the nut's going in over here. It's going in right here. So that's in. Again, we have our lock washer. So I'm just going to put my finger there. Yep, and I just felt it catch. So now we're just going to tighten this up. Perfect. All right, now we're taking this piece. And that is going in just like so. And that's, see, we were putting those in with PWM 2x5.5. All right, again, I think I said this on the left arm. If you had a shorter screwdriver, this step would be a lot easier. My screwdriver is just like about that much too long. And the other thing too is the thread, or the head on these is very shallow. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we want to take this piece and this piece, set those inside, and it does want us to put a little glue on this, so we will do that. Isn't that the thing with glue? It always sticks to your fingers and never to the item you're actually gluing. So we're going to be attaching that with another PWM 2x5.5. It's going to go on the front here. Just like that. And again, that's going in with our PBM screws. Alright, perfect. Now we need TR530, which is this one. And that is going in with our good old PB 2.3x6. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, and this is that one where we got the... We gotta go way down in the bottom. And then remember, we have this little peg that will line these up on this side. And then again, we go in from the side with the PB2. Alright, and then again, we go down deep. Alright. Alright, and now we just have these two pieces. It doesn't say to glue them. Which, yeah, they just snap right in. This side is good. And then we're going to bring back our hand. And that is going to go in just like so. And there is Optimus's right arm. So perfect. So good. All right, so that does it for the scale model portion. Let's move over to the Lego side.
Autobots, roll out!
Here we are in the Lego portion. So from last week, we attached this leg. And so today we're going to be moving on to steps 121 through 137. And I believe we'll be starting on the lower leg. I don't believe we'll finish one, but we will start one. Okay, that is up to step 137. So this is going to be part of our leg. So yeah, this is going to go here when it is finished. But we are not finished yet. So that's the end of the Lego portion. All right, let's recap what we did today. So on the Lego side, we started this leg, which is going to go right here eventually. And then we completed this lower arm section, and we attached the hand and the shoulder, so we have a complete right arm. We also have a complete left arm that we did several episodes back. So that is where we are at the end of episode 8. That is the completed right arm. Very cool. I love how this model's coming together. It's going to be huge compared to the Lego version, but very cool. So let's get into our summary really quick. So for the scale model, we completed 18 steps and used 19 parts. For the Lego version, we completed 21 steps and used 78 parts. And total to date, we are at 326 steps and 402 parts on the scale model side. And on the Lego side, 186 steps and 500 parts. So very cool. So next week for the Prime build, we'll be doing another progress report to sort of recap what we've done in the last 4 episodes. And then on Thursday, of course, we have another Titanic video. And Saturday, we'll be taking a look at our Sherlock Holmes book nook. So that's a new sort of area that Lego is branching into. They're doing book nooks for Sherlock Holmes, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. So stay tuned for that on Saturday. And until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.